I'm here representing Citizens for Accountability in Government. We've had 5 meetings so far. We did meet to discuss some of these recommendations, and it actually fits a little bit under related issues, which was in the notice of the public forum. Some of these you may find on point, some you may not. First off, 4 minutes to speak is not long enough to fix 13 years of problems with JEDO. We want to know tonight what is going to happen to these stated concerns and recommendations. We'd like that on the record, and we want to know how they're going to be used. And I'd appreciate an answer at some point during the meeting. For purposes of these suggestions, the contractor funds refers to go to bigger successors of funds as economic development funds of the sales tax. I don't have a timer up here. I know I can't see it.
Well, maybe we can tell if we have like 1 minute left.
You give me a 1 minute warning? All right. Best practices needs to be discussed and incorporated into the JEDO interlocal agreement and the contract to the contractor and the bylaws of the contractor. There must be complete transparency by the contractor with public funds and with their meetings, minutes, and use of funds. And I refer to their RFP application of the current subcontractor, where they agreed to, under their RFP, be subject to CORA in everything they do. And they did sign that, and they submitted it under those terms. There must be honesty with the funds and accountability of those funds each and every month. We recommend monthly meetings of JEDO on economic development. Quarterly is not working. Public comments are soon forgotten. The public needs to be able to get their ideas and concerns on the agenda for the discussion. They pay the taxes and currently have been ignored. There are needs for a definition of economic development, a publicly set goals for the contractor. That means I.e. the public, we the people, and mission statements for JEDO and the contractor, whoever that is. Financial statements of monthly expenditures of the contractor need public discussion at each and every meeting and should have public input encouraged, not discouraged. All discussion items at JEDO meetings should encourage public input. That means the public will get to discuss all of those items. That's how you get public input. The contractor must be a standalone organization with no ties to the Topeka Chamber of Commerce. Any consultant should not be paid for by Topeka or the contractor, but by JEDO alone. There should never be any public money in local elections, i.e. office space, phones, salaries, internet, never. This needs to be covered by the consultant because we seem to have a misconception about that in Topeka. Carry forward funds should be turned over to the control of JEDO immediately. That's about $9 million. All land that's been bought with JEDO approval and Go Topeka's name should be transferred immediately to JEDO and titled in the name of JEDO. We believe it'll be sold much quicker that way and it'll be maintained properly that way, and it's not being maintained properly now in our opinion. There should be a complete outside audit of the contractor, directed and paid for by JEDO. It should include a minimum of the past 5 years of the contractor, and more years added to the audit if found necessary. JEDO minutes, I've sent this email already, but I'm going to read it in the record. JEDO minutes, rough draft, should be posted within 14 days after each meeting. JEDO agendas with documents should be out to the public 14 days before every JEDO meeting, so we know what's being discussed, with the documents attached, not forgotten. The JEDO contractor budget should be out 60 days in advance, with a public hearing on it 30 days in advance of that budget vote. And then I would also tell you, frankly, we have enough talent in Shawnee County to solicit any and all solutions from our citizens at large. I don't see the need for a contractor or that expense. We need to have a completely open discussion and a series of meetings, open to public discussion and participation, and then draft the recommendations for adoption by the city and county separately. And on the last page, I have given my own alternative to JEDO. I'd like you to at least look at that, where I split up the $5 million and give $2 million to the county for Parks and Rec and $3 million to the city for its own economic development program. And I think I've finished in 4 minutes. That's a new record, isn't it? All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.